warm welcome to you. Many thanks for joining us on this week's episode of the program. As you know, we are your source for all the latest happenings in the world of business. My name is Maggie Osiwo. You're welcome. On our lineup this week, first we join Faith and her guest, Professor Festus Ekpetimei, as they look at the long road to micro-insurance development in Nigeria. Several challenges such as high cost of selling, difficulty in finding effective distribution channels, low awareness and availability of data have hindered the growth of micro-insurance globally. Do take a listen.
Looking at our industry, I don't see a lot of cooperation in that industry. I must confess, we have not been cooperating. If we have been cooperating really, this cutthroat competition will not be there. But everybody in the industry is fighting for survival.
On this edition also, we will bring you highlights of the 2019 Annual National Conference and Investiture Ceremony of the Association of Registered Insurance Agents of Nigeria, Arian, that took place at the Imperial Hall, Alausa, Lagos. The theme was Retail Insurance and Digital Transformation. Keynote speaker was Mr. Steve Alangbo, Managing Director, ARM Life. Speaking during his lecture, Mr. Alangbo stated that the industry must embrace technology in order to tap the huge potentials that abide. Do take a listen.
What are we selling? What are we asking people to give us equivalent cash for? It is not until we can resonate with them in a manner that they see that cash in their pocket in equivalent value of our promise that we will see growth in the industry.
Plus, of course, all the other extras we bring you each week on the program, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the lineup. Details in just a moment. Please stay with us.
Okay, now moving on, Prof. Let's look at issues facing microinsurance globally. You have high cost of selling. Yeah. You have difficulty in finding effective distribution channels, low insurance awareness, and of course the issue of data. How can in our market, how can they surmount this problem, given the fact that the world insurance in Nigeria doesn't naturally don't just say insurance, doesn't really evoke a very pleasant feeling from a lot of people?
Yes, I've said it. It's in two parts now. We want to look at it from high cost of selling, channel of distribution, awareness and so on.
Data.
Yes, and data and collection of data to be able to actually work out actuarially the premium and so on. But then I want to believe that the insurance companies that will be coming into this type of policy will do a lot to solve that problem. But where we have problem is the second aspect. Yes, they will surmount it by what I've said. If they have the capital in place, if they have the capital in place, they will be able to surmount some of these problems. They will be able to create the awareness, and that's where we are clamoring that the federal government and the state should take part. The state and the federal government will do a lot of advertisement, even on behalf of the insurance companies, so that the populace will get the awareness that this is something that is good for them. And by the time they will be paying claims, because there is no way that claims will not be coming in, either by crooked means or by yes. Some people will just, in insurance, people will fake claims and so on. They will say, well, they can come overnight and say they have stolen all the goods. So it will come. But even where they are able to do their check very well and they pay the claim promptly, people will begin to get that awareness that they have to do this, take this policy. And they will have that confidence and trust of the insurance companies that is actually selling it. But if at the time of claims, we are doing it the way we have been doing the conventional insurance, where some insurance companies will tell you the managing director is not, has traveled and this and that, then they will indirectly kill that product. They will kill this microinsurance thing. But I want the microinsurance to thrive because it's going to help a lot. It's going to reduce poverty a lot. If you're able to sensitize them, do a lot of publicity, if possible, use people like you to publicize the microinsurance thing, people will buy. It's because people are not aware of the importance and what insurance can do for them that we're having this problem. We continue to talk about low penetration. Low penetration. There will always be low penetration if people are not aware of what you are selling. It's when I know what you are selling and I look at it critically and see whether it's valuable to me. It is then I put my money. So if the low income people or the poor people now discover that they can benefit from this product, forget about the sensitization, forget about whatever cost, they will go in and pay and take it up. So that is the way I look at it.
Okay, Prof, I'm still going to us to dwell a little bit on this, on that. And where I want us to look at is, even with the conventional insurance as we have it right now, you don't find that there are some products that are really tailored for low-income people. Yeah. But the big problem that is I see oftentimes is the fact that it does appear that underwriters are not willingly ready to leave Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and the major cities. So for micro insurance, when you talk about distribution channels, how can they overcome this problem of really going out to the rural people, where the rural people is, where you can find them, to give them the message of what you are selling before they can now see value of what you're selling and, of course, embrace it?
You see, the banks have surmounted this problem because if you look at some of these rural areas, the nooks and corners of even very local area, you see a bank there. If you don't see a real bank something operating, you see a kind of post office banking going on. And I'm thinking that one of the ways, like already highlighted in the guidelines, is to use some of these banks that are already in the rural area, maybe collaborate with some of the banks and have maybe one or two staff, a marketer and somebody like a manager or supervisor that will work with the bank's customers around the area and sell your products to the people within the area. And not only that, if you look at our country, we have the cooperatives all around. We have all these cooperatives. You can make use of the cooperatives. Instead of...
You've had an experience. How easy do you think that is?
Yes, because I was a managing director of an insurance company, having the 36 cooperatives insurance federation on as my directors or shareholders. That is, my shareholders are the cooperative movement from the 36 states. So it was very easy for us to market this product. We were using some of the cooperative officers within the cooperative unions and society to sell our risk management product for us. And so all they do is, we were paying them something. So all they do at the end of the month is to help us collect the savings from all the records of the insurance, the cooperative under them, all their savings and the loans every month in form of declaration policies. They will declare it and they will only multiply it by the 60 kobo per 1,000 and get our premium, and they will pay us. And then we're using the cooperative bank. Then, because cooperative bank now made it mandatory and compulsory for them that before you can take loan as a cooperative society, you must have, or you must show your certificate of loans and savings from Worldwide Insurance. So this made it very simple for us. And by the time we were, joining companies to mutual benefit during the merger something, by the time we merged together, we handed this over to them. And that is why mutual benefit is one of the practitioners of all these, microinsurance today, because they are still using the cooperatives extensively. So that could be a way of selling. That is, you go through the cooperatives and the cooperative will be selling for you, and you just give them token instead of employing staff to do that for you.
But how easy would it be for newcomers to also tap into the cooperative?
No, it will be very easy. It's just a way of telling, if possible, you have to arrange with them how much you are going to pay them. Maybe they are to sell the policy for you. You don't need to bring staff there, or you have just a supervisor going around to make sure that something is going on. But the cooperators will take something from you, and they will be selling the policy among the cooperators for you. It's very easy. And if you don't want to use that, there are so many groups. There are clubs. There are social clubs that you can make use of. There's no way you get to any state or any town, as local as it may be, that will not get clubs. So these clubs can assist you to market this product to their...
Okay, but Prof, using clubs or social organizations, as you said, first you have to win, like a lot of people have said, you have to win the trust of those people first. That will help you as your foot soldier. So how, as I said, when you say insurance, it doesn't really evoke a lot of good feelings among most Nigerians. So how do you, the first step of even winning the trust of maybe a particular state you go to, and you say, oh, this is what you have. How do you first overcome the hurdle of winning the trust of those you're going to employ as your foot soldiers?
Well, naturally, I think the first thing the insurance companies that want to go into this type of business should do is to do what exactly the bankers are doing. They will always have what we call banker forum, where they invite all these people they want to use. They bring them to the forum, tell them what they want from them, make them happy, let them trust you that what you promise you will do it. So in that forum, they will have been able to gather so many people and talk to them, give them, and promise them something to assist them. It's not a free...
There's no free lunch.
There's no free lunch. No. It's everybody want to tell you what is in it for me.
Yeah.
So that what is in it for me is what you have to give them. That we are ready to do this for you. What are you doing for us? Then we made this available. And when there is a claim, they come to these people, and you settle their claims. They'll be happy. There's no way you can gain the trust of people until you are closer to them. And there is no way you can close to people as an organization until you bring them forward. So you have to go to, maybe in Ondo State, you come to Akure, look at our wall, all these areas you want to plant or something. Call them to a meeting. Give them a kind of ringleader. Tell them what you want to do for them, if they are able to help you do this. And at the end of the day, they will want to do it. If you have not disappointed them, they will continue doing it. But the day you disappoint them, they leave you. That's all. It's true.
Okay, so I will find in other places like Peru and the Philippines, where you find underwriters that have started from ground zero, and they've built over time, a period of 10 years. They were able to build, gather 18 million policies over a decade, generating over $19 million US as premium income. But their selling points was, and he still is, prompt claims settlement. And in doing that, sometimes, like I read part of this, sometimes even claims that they are not so sure when you talk about fraud, but because they want to continue to maintain that relationship and retain the trust, they just overlook it and they pay. But for someone who is going to put in 600 million now, for example, I would want to overlook that because I'm in a hurry to make money and recoup my investment. I just want your thoughts on that.
Yes, maybe I should go this way. That, like we have just said, we should try and bring in the federal government into this, to this project or program. That is where you talk about 600 million. Even the individual you are talking about with 40 million, we want to recoup his money back
as soon as
possible. I agree with you. But thank God, if you look at the guidelines stipulated so many things there during the claim settlement period that within 48 hours, you should pay this claim. And where you have a kind of conflict, there are ways to report to NICOM. So this should be at the back of the mind of people who are coming into this program, that you cannot afford to delay claims if you really want to make way in that line. So they have to pay their claims promptly. Well, in a mad rush to make your money back is always a problem in Nigeria. Even with the conventional insurance. I remember when some banks came in and they were buying insurance, they thought the money was. But later on, some of them burned their fingers and they ran away. And they said, we don't want. And you see some of them saying, well, we are not interested in general business again. Let's just make do with life. Why? Because they had in mind that when you have insurance company, you make money immediately. Forgetting that the claim aspect is there, unlike the banks. In the banks, you put in your money there for years, it will be growing. But today, if you buy an insurance policy, tomorrow you might have a claim. That they don't know. So those, we want to advise those that want to come in. Those individuals that have the money, because don't let me deceive you. We might be talking about underwriters coming into the project. Some of the senators who have this money might say, let's try it. This is an avenue to make money. But it's not an avenue to make money. They should have that. It's not an avenue to make money. Because at the end of the day, the first 2, 3, 4 years may not bring in the necessary profit you are talking about. Because if you look at what you have to put on ground to be able to survive, it's a lot. Calling people to a meeting, you have to take care of them. And when they are going back, you have to spend money. Sometimes you have to give them transport. So you already you're already spending money from the word go. You have not even started the business. You are just looking for people that will assist. You are already making money. I've been spending money. Then by the time you now say, okay, let's start overseeing some of the structures. Even there is no way you not buy cars or few cars to do the running around. Maybe 1 or 2 cars for a state or a car for a particular state. You'll be running around. So you need this money.
All right, welcome back. Moving on now, we bring you highlights of the 2019 Arian National Conference and Investiture of Mr. Ademola Fagbayi as the National President of the Association. Happy viewing.
The Association of Registered Insurance Agents of Nigeria, Arian, plays a significant role in the insurance industry in Nigeria. As intermediaries, insurance agents interface with the public daily. The 2019 Arian National Conference, AGM, and Investiture ceremony was recently held at the Imperial Hall alongside Keja. The theme of the conference this year was Retail Insurance and Digital Transformation. Keynote speaker was Mr. Steve Alambo, Managing Director, ARM Live. Welcoming participants to the conference, the chairman of the occasion, Dr. Femi, said that without technology, the insurance industry will remain stagnant. Giving his brief remarks, the outgoing president of Arian, Mr. Olameru Gbadebo, said that it is time for insurance agents to make their impact felt in the non-life business.
My colleagues, I'm saying it is time for us to ride outside our comfort zone. Life, we have dominated it. We are a giant in life business. But I'm saying effectively that it is time for insurance agents to open our thought preposition into the non-life business. I made very bold to say that there is a lot to learn in the non-life business for we insurance practitioners that are called agents.
The high point of the Arian conference this year was the investiture of Mr. Demola Fagbayi as the national president of Arian.
Please take a shot with members of the high table before you go. Members of the high table should take pictures with him. ESCO members will quickly do that as we go into the other proceedings.
This was followed by the induction of all ESCO members. In his acceptance speech, the president, Mr. Fagbayi, said that insurance companies must invest massively in technology.
The challenge that we have in Nigeria is transforming the opportunity into business. Insurance companies in Nigeria have not been able to leverage on this massive market because of low investment in technology. But in recent times, many insurance companies are investing in technology. And that is why we want to look at the role of technology in driving our business. You need to be aware that today, in the world today, any business that you cannot do on your mobile phone is a business that will soon go into extinction. Any business that cannot do on your mobile phone now will soon go into what? Extinction. There's a massive digital transformation in the world, in the banking industry, in the real estate market industry. In every sector, we have online market now. Many of us, our children cannot go, they don't know where Okeani is now. They are not interested in going to Okeani. If they want to do anything, they say, Daddy, give me your laptop. Or give me, or they can even do it on their phone. And after they made their selection of Jumia and Konga, they say, Daddy, give me your ATM card. So the only way, technology is the way. The question is, how can we use technology to do what? To drive our business. How can we as an insurance agent be in the comfort of our office, be in the comfort of your home, and you are making money? The era of trekking and sweating like Christmas cow for insurance agent is what? Is gone forever.
Delivering the theme of the conference, Retail Insurance and Digital Transformation, the keynote speaker, Mr. Langbo, admonished the agent to embrace technology to remain relevant.
The insurance agency, you'll be relevant if you embrace technology. If you embrace digitalization, you'll be out of market. If the disruptor comes and enter into your space, and when you get to those you want to sell motor insurance product to, and they tell you, no, all I need to do is I've gotten something on my phone. They say I should press my chassis number and all that, and I did, and I paid my premium, and the insurance kit is already with me, and I print it out. Or life product that, financial inclusion had made it easy for me. I don't need anybody to tell me about insurance because I bought this product because this product was mixed with this product, and you have gone, and already I'm okay. Now penetration will be quick and faster, but the challenge to you is that in moving on with the train, we can locate our space and ensure that as the penetration is increasing, we are also benefiting from it.
To achieve meaningful impact in their drive to deepen insurance penetration, Arian is soliciting the support of major stakeholders in the industry in the area of technology. The 21st century retail customer is always on the lookout for the best service at the lowest price possible, with leaving the comfort of his office or home. Arian, no doubt, will continue to be relevant in the insurance industry as food soldiers, but for them to sustain their relevance in the face of insurtech, they must be knowledgeable about what they sell, and they must embrace technology to stay afloat.
And that is our time on the program this week. Many thanks for being a part of it. Keep a date with us next week for a fresh package. In the meantime, feel free as always to connect with us on all our social media platforms. Our parting shot this week, Mickey Mouse the original worry boy in his element at the 2018 Arian Insurance Industry and Consumers Night. Once again, my name is Maggie Osibor. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
School nowadays, I don't know where they go. School. You go carry your pikin go school. You go pay school fees for your pikin. Your pikin go come and now go they warn you. I come my own 3 years. I say, Rukewe, come and recite me poem. He said, Daddy, stop it. We don't call it poem. We call it rhyme. I said, Ta, recite poem.